Xbox Game Pass, we're taking a look at 10 of the best titles that are available on the platform that you can jump into right now. I tried to pick games that would be available for hopefully a long time or stay on the service forever, because I hope this to be a long-term video. So first up, we got Red Dead Redemption 2. Just added at this point. Beautiful ultimate cowboy experience in one excellent, massive open world campaign. You just really do get to live the authentic life of a cowboy in the Old West through a gripping story. And then if that's not enough, there's a massive multiplayer experience on top of that, where you can spend countless hours roaming the landscape. It's constantly getting updates and new content, and this is one mighty experience that is kind of like a big grab for Game Pass to include on their service. The technical detail in this one is just insane. I mean, look at the visual style taken from 1X. It looks fantastic. This is Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. So this is the first entry. If you didn't know, the second one is going to be on Series X down the road. And this is just one gorgeous experience. It's a narrative-driven game where you've got this lady that's dealing with intense psychological problems due to the loss of her loved one that she carries on her hip, as you can see there. And just the visual style and quality of this game is unreal. It is suggested that you wear headphones while playing it because it's kind of like ASMR, the experience, but you hear all these little voices. It really is just such a well put together time as you move through this very well designed and just absolutely gorgeous game. It is remarkably well done, and I can't wait to see what they do with this in the future, but for now, this is an experience that should not be missed. Halo, the Master Chief Collection. It's all my favorite games in one spot. So you get Halo Combat Evolved, you get Halo 2, Halo 2 Anniversary, Halo 3, Halo 3 ODST, Halo 4, and you also get Halo Reach. It's got all of the multiplayer maps put together in one massive online experience. There's custom games, there's campaign, there's co-op. They keep adding to it, adding new playlists, new ways to play. And of course, the centerpiece, well, for a long time, was the effort with Halo 2 Anniversary, making beautiful new kind of enhancements over the original experience. But I mean, recently it's been Reach being added to the collection, because you get that classic Halo. It's really all of the core games just thrown together in one spot. It's fantastic. It's so worthwhile whether you're doing the stories or you are playing the multiplayer. This is just one absolute masterpiece of a collection, and I think the centerpiece of Game Pass going forward. Forza Horizon 4, what I'd consider to be probably the best racing title ever released. This one features multiple seasons, a gorgeous open world Britain to explore, and countless hours of driving, whether you want to do that alone or with others. There's intense multiplayer being integrated into the package that you can do all kinds of weird like little tournaments. And then on top of that, those seasons are stunning, whether you're driving through the fall, the winter. They've got night, they've got day, they've got rain, they've got just everything you could imagine, and it's just one stunning time, and it's seriously hard to really describe just how amazing this game is. The complete freedom of the open road, the intensity of races if you so choose, all of these gorgeous cars, all this customization, all these things to unlock, you even get cool like character gear. They take it to just the next level, and this is just such an ultimate racing experience. This is the Outer Worlds. This is basically what I call Fallout in space. That's right. You go around making choices, battling through this RPG experience, doing whatever you want, whenever you want. That kind of affects your overall narrative. You get side characters as companions. You can experience these really crazy-looking sci-fi worlds as you're basically a colonist that was frozen a little bit too long, and now you're coming out and you're trying to discover what happened, figuring things out, customizing your character, editing them, tweaking them to be whatever you want them to be, and then also just taking in these like really, really stunning locations. And again, making choices, deciding what you're going to do, and that directly affects those around you and the overall fate of the colony in general. It's really great and definitely worthwhile. This is what I'd consider to be maybe one of the best RPG titles of all time. This is Fable 2. Play this alone, play this with another person. Get your dog to adventure with you as you choose in morality. Are you good? Are you bad? Are you a little bit of both? It's got a great story. It's got intense action to it. There's a whole real estate market you can go through. It's got that classic British humor. You can kick chickens if you want to, because that's fun too. It's just a lot of very well done action. It's got cool combat as you mix between using elements of magic and more realism. You move through a semi-open world, kind of through different hub areas, completing quests, completing missions, and venturing off into the unknown. There's also DLC that expands it further, but generally the core package in this one is truly a remarkable time. Gears 5, the latest entry in the Gears of War series. Well, basically all of the Gears of War titles are available on Game Pass, but I specifically picked 5 out of it because this is the most recent one. It really does level up the campaign, providing more of an open world type of setting, more freedom than ever, the longest campaign in the series, and then on top of that we've got the most in-depth Horde experience. That's a cooperative based mode online where you're fighting off waves of enemies, and then the multiplayer is refined, gritty, intense, and just generally gnarly, and that is constantly getting updated with new content as they change the experience and update it, and it's really a premium offering on Game Pass. That being said, other Gears of War games also definitely worth your time. They're all fantastic, and if you can play the whole series, I would suggest doing that. They're really great games, and this 5th one kind of prepares us for what's going to come in the next generation, because this is one big showcase of what the console and the platform can do. Here is Minecraft. That's right, the ultimate crafting experience, whether you want to do survival, you want to do it in adventure mode, you want to do solo, you want to do creative where you build whatever you want. Minecraft is kind of the ultimate game for anyone of any age, of any type. Build to your heart's desire, and being on Game Pass is a great choice for this title. You get to jump in there. There's also the store for extra content if you want to not have to build things yourself, or you can build whatever you want. They're constantly updating it with new things to do. Recently they added like bees, they're redoing the nether, they redid the water for the aquatic update, and it's just like the ultimate game that you could spend hours and hours and hours playing, because there's always something different to do across lots of biomes, whether you're swimming, flying around to some degree, or, you know, just running along land. Maybe you tame a horse, maybe you get other animals, you could farm, you could do whatever. Minecraft is kind of the ultimate experience to do anything. It's creative freedom. Sunset Overdrive. This is one of the earlier titles on the platform, and I think it's a gem that people often overlook. It's got a crazy, free-flowing sort of combat system to it. Grapple and go across rails with a grind, you know, jump around, shoot weird weapons. There's like a teddy bear gun. There's all kinds of weird stuff going on in this one. It's got like a very humorous storyline that I found just super entertaining. Really great characters, funny little kind of story. You got the busy up there, and it's definitely a memorable one that I think a lot of people really did overlook due to when it released. Definitely go back and play this. You'll have a lot of fun with it because it's such a weird, crazy sort of game. There's so much like good content to it. They did release some extra DLC too that expands the story a little bit further, and it's just like such a fun time, and it's definitely going to be one of those memorable moments from this generation of gaming that I don't think I'll ever forget. And finally, we have The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. I hope this doesn't remove at any point. Even if it does, for now, you should jump into this. This is one absolutely insane experience. You play as Geralt of Rivia, and this just such an ultimate RPG experience. Perhaps the definitive title of the generation. This game is massive. The narrative just goes on and on. You could do a side quest that lasts several hours. It's ridiculous. And it's a gorgeous world. Just a stunning one that's recently been, well, not recently now, but it's been enhanced so it looks even better on One X. A stunning world realized, a great gripping narrative. And it's really hard to describe just how perfect this game is. And I hope you enjoyed this list of, you know, the top Xbox Game Pass titles. I hope to do maybe more in the future of different genres and that. But I hope you found it helpful for maybe a new game that you should check out, because I think all of these are really defining titles.